What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916 getting down fresh out, and you tuned in to another edition of our Prison Talk. I want to say thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for all your support. You know, we're all about that positivity and that motivation. And, you know, we've been pushing quite a bit of content over here on YouTube, but we've been pretty limited as far as getting new subscribers and being able to really get past a lot of the algorithms. So we started a Patreon. The link's in the description. Please subscribe to our Patreon. We got a Patreon movement going on. We're going to do some big things that's unprecedented. So please come over and become a member, and we look forward to having you. You know, I find it kind of ironic that, you know, we went from sheltering in place, social distancing, to now protesting and, you know, going and gathering in large groups. Now, call me crazy, but has the coronavirus just disappeared? Is it no longer an issue? It perplexes me when I sit back and think about it. There are a number of things going on in our society and around the world right now, but I just find it, you know, pretty interesting that now they've kind of changed the narrative in order to suit the situation. You know, even, you know, talking with Big Ant, and they say if you're at home, it can't be more than 12 people, but if you're protesting, it can't be more than 100. Now, which one is it? Does 100 people now form Voltron with the coronavirus when, you know, it's in that type of, and it's in the open vicinity, but in 12 in the house, it also it forms more power? I mean, which one is it? It doesn't make any sense to me. If you guys just use common sense and you listen to what they're telling us in the media, none of it really adds up as far as what they're trying to do in the gist of things with as us with a community. You know, we want to get back to some sense of what we consider normalcy. You know, people would like to be able to start taking care of their families, and at the same time, we're getting two narratives. A lot of people, I guess, are, you know, thinking that, you know, they're getting a stimulus right now, so they're good, and they're not really worried about going to work. But what's going to happen when that stops, and now you have to come up with the money to pay your bills, and you need to get back to work, and that particular place you're going back to is not open anymore? What's going to be the next thing that's, you know, pushed to, you know, get past that narrative? So I'm just saying, keep your ears open, you know, and your eyes open, and pay attention to what's going on around you. There's a lot of things being pushed, being you know, used for different purposes. And at the end of the day, we just want some truth, and I want to see you guys out there make the right decisions and not get caught up in a lot of things that are kind of like taking us in circles. You know, not taking away from anything that's happened as far as in regards to the protests, but at the same time, I know there were a lot of people that have had, you know, lost loved ones and weren't able to give them proper burials or even have gatherings to, you know, pay respects because of what was pushed. I mean, they had, you know, literally people getting, you know, punished by law enforcement for having more than a group of people together. But yet now people are in hundreds, and it's just like, you know, it's okay if you're protesting. I don't know, man. It just doesn't add up to me. And so I just thought that I would share that with you to get your perspective on it. And, you know, if you feel that what's happening now supersedes whatever caution that they were advocating during all this, Corona stuff. Does it really serve a narrative, or, are we getting kind of, hoodwinked in the sense that what we're dealing with now has no bearing on what was president before that? Just a lot of questions out there. And I'm not one to sit there and just listen to what the media tells me or take it verbatim. So I always question the question to try to get the answer. So I'm asking you guys to do the same thing. A lot of you guys need to be safe out there. Be conscious of your actions, because I can tell you right now, a lot of you guys who are participating in looting and doing other things, it might be a week, it might be a month, but expect to have a knock at your door and be served some paperwork for your arrest for stealing, because even in times such as these, it doesn't really give you a pass to steal, and it's still considered theft. So if you took something of value and you think you got away with it, I would advise you to think twice about it, and especially if you took any type of electronics equipment. A lot of that stuff has tracking devices in it, so as soon as you try to activate it, you will be apprehended. Just a heads up, man. I know a lot of you guys think you're slick and you want to try to, get free whatever laptops, phones, and other devices. Just be wary when you think that something that was so easily taken is a blessing, because it all comes with a price. So, there's a lot of things happening, and a lot of distractions, a lot of smoke screens. But at the end of the day, what is really the end agenda as far as what's happening with us as a society, us as a people, man? Consciously, we need to wake up and just look at our actions for what they are and hold people accountable, but also not act without thinking first. So just a few thoughts I thought I'd share. Is this Corona scare over with, or is it getting pushed into a new agenda? I'm just saying, you guys know the answer. Big Herc 916 getting down, fresh out.